Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. So, I did a video yesterday and I thought many of you would have caught on this video what was going on. I was waiting and I was hoping for someone to comment and say, oh, so that means this and this means that. But unfortunately, I did not see the comments, but it's okay. So the title of the video in reference is Cardi B's World Gets Messier, Stefon Diggs and one of two paternity lawsuit with Aileen Lopera. Now, in case you guys have missed it, we're going to talk about this a little bit because there's something that I have detected the possibilities of, okay? Whew. When I talk about these things, people tend to think that I'm picking on Cardi B and I have something against her and it's just hate videos. I don't say anything hateful. I speak the truth. But I think you guys are not registering that what I'm saying is the truth. If it's allegedly, I say it's allegedly. If it's being reported by the media, it's being reported by the media. If it's a lawsuit, I explain it's a lawsuit. That's not me being mean, bringing you the facts. Anyone who's being mean, it's the people. You know what? The issue is you guys are in denial about what is going on. You guys are in denial about these, activities. You're in denial that the situation is messy. And instead of you blaming the people involved, you want to blame me. I can't take the blame for that. I can't and I will not. And I also saw someone said, oh, blessings to Future and people like Stefan Diggs because they're populating and they're contributing to society. They're contributing pain, trauma, and outbreak and possible other things. Not being in their kids' life. You think kids should just exist? And to not, when they see their friends with their mom and dad and their mom and dad are healthy co-parenting, but their mom and dad isn't healthy co-parenting, you think that's something good? You think that's something to be praised? You think that is something to be promoted? You see, I don't know what you people think. You people think that money, you people have been so brainwashed to think that money fixes everything. And I'm going to tell you that's not true. That's not true. Broken homes suffers. And I can tell you that because even though I'm not from a broken home, my family was nuclear, at one point extended, right? But when I really realized that broken homes is like a disease and a disaster combined in one? Hurricane Melissa. And the typhoons that took place in the Philippines. You see, when you're hit with disasters, just imagine a hurricane brought me to the realization of how kids in broken homes suffers. They suffer. And you want to promote that? Now, if an hurricane has brought me to the realization of how kids in broken homes suffers, can you imagine how many kids suffers on a daily basis? Some people think that money fixes everything. No, it doesn't. Here in Jamaica, Hurricane Melissa took lives, even kids. And many of these people could have been saved if the father was there. Many of these people could have been saved if the father was there. Many of them suffered after the hurricane because no father was there. Many of them suffered after the hurricane because no father was in these homes. And that is what shocked many of us. And many of us were looking and we were saying, this is not the Jamaica that we know. Because the Jamaica that we know, the fathers are there. And for me, what I experienced is that whenever an hurricane passed through, After the hurricane passes, the man goes back to the site where the home was. Whatever remnants is left of the home, they put together something until the government responds. Because the government cannot provide everyone home in a week, in a month, and all of that is going to take some time. And that's where a man comes in. But most of these men aren't even men. They're bitch-ass niggas. They can't even peel a pineapple to save their lives. And like, oh, men should be soft. Men should be allowed to cry. Men should be allowed to express their emotions. But men should not be soft. Men should not be depending on women's money. Men should be hunters and gatherers of food. They should go there, hunt. They should gather. They should repair the home and all of that jazz. A man should know how to hold a hammer, okay? But many of these bitch-ass niggas, they know how to hold a gun and not a hammer, not a saw, not even a drill, not even an electric nail gun. Continue promoting broken homes and see what's going to happen to you. And this is why humanity, we have downgraded as a people. Our ancestors, they were far more resilient than us. Our ancestors, they were wiser than us. They built better than us. They made better decisions than us. They pulled together better. Technology is going to be the end of humanity. And the Bible even tells you, some people, some of y'all are disgusting. You are disgusting. Some of you are disgusting. And you want to look at me and point at me as a problem? Absolutely not. You and your little chicken head, your little narrow-minded brain can never make me think otherwise of myself. You have no idea what this little girl here contains with your with your rhetorics. Please have several seats with that. You're the devil's advocate. You are the devil's advocate. You're a spawn of Satan. Promoting broken homes. At least you're populating. Please. When it comes to time of emergency, and someone with muscle is needed in the home to brace that door, to keep those intruders out. When it comes to time of security, for a man with muscle to let the next man know that if you mess with my underage child, it's gonna be your life. So think about it twice. As crazy as Kanye West is, many people would never dare mess with Kanye's kid because they know if they mess with Kanye's kids, they're going to have to respond to Kanye, and it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be anything pleasant. Some of you people are sick, twisted, and disgusting. Sick, twisted, and disgusting. Future is in his kid's life. Did you see what Sierra said Future did to his son Future? When Future was to co-parent, when Future went for Future, Future took Future to his grandmother's house. And Sierra had to bring him to court and say, no, you are to spend time with it. Sierra had to take Future to court for him to spend time with his child and not leave him with his grandmother. You need to build quality time with your son, build a bond with your son. And when he was refusing, Sierra said, I'm not going to fight this anymore. What is Future's last name? His last name is Wilson too. But anywho, let me get into what I'm about to say, because some of you people, you have no moral compass. None. No moral compass. You're out here talking. You see when someone 20 to 30, maybe 35 says that, I'm like, you silly goose, you know? But when I look at a person's profile and stuff, I can look at you and tell your age, and you look very old. Get out of here. You're loose. I don't even see Kris Jenner promoting that kind of behavior on the internet. As old as Kris Jenner is, she is retired from promoting that kind of behavior. And if Kris Jenner has retired from such loose behavior, what's your excuse? What's your darn excuse? What's your excuse? You have none. You people are disgusting. You people are disgusting. 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 Men should be in the homes. Oh, at least Future and some of y'all just, like, sometimes I believe the wrong set of people died during COVID. I believe, yes, I believe, yes, I believe the wrong people died during COVID. And I believe that's how God takes his people off this planet. Because it seems like most of y'all are demons. Satan, the devil. And this is why, you see, when I listen to those girls who are on the poles in the strip club, they're more conscious and more God-centric than even most Christians. And that's how I know this world is upside down. And you can't tell me nothing. This world that we live in, it's upside down. Like, you people are sick. But anywho, let's talk about Aileen, because there's something that we missed, right? And I was looking for you guys to see the connection, but since you didn't see it, it's okay. It's my duty and responsibility to bring that to you, right? If you guys remember, the chef filed a police report against Stefan Diggs. We're going to get into some timeline here because the timeline is very important, okay? So, the chef alleged that the incident took place on December 2nd, 2025 in Massachusetts. Police reports state that a woman came forward on December 16, leading to his arrest and subsequent charge of felony strangulation, suffocation, and misdemeanor assault and battery. His arraignment was initially scheduled for January 23rd, 2026, but it has since then been postponed to February 13, 2026 in the Dedham District County. Now, the report on this came out on December 30th. Okay? And then Aileen Lopera filed her second paternity lawsuit against Stefon Diggs on December 31st. Do you guys see the connection? Now, when she filed the second paternity lawsuit on December 31st, 2025, she included the chef's name, right? She said Stefan Diggs was smashing her the same time he was smashing the chef. So that's what she said. That's what Aileen said. Stefan Diggs was smashing her the same time he was smashing the chef. So you might be asking, what are you talking about? What are you getting at? What's the point here? And so what if she filed it on that date? She's working with the chef. Aileen Lopera and the chef is working together. Aileen was very intentional with the date that she filed the second paternity lawsuit because she is going to be the chef's key witness. Aileen Lopera has some bomb that she's going to drop along with the chef come February 13th. Aileen and the chef has a bomb waiting to drop on Stefan Diggs. Because what are the chances that, and I believe that's the release date of the article, I believe it was intentional as well. The release date of the report, I believe one of two people alerted the media on what happened on the 30th. And then after the media was alerted on the 30th, then Aileen moved in on the 31st with her lawsuit. And I believe that Aileen wanted the media to pick up on her lawsuit. And the media did. They did pick up on it, but many people did not catch up on the details of it. But I caught it. And I caught many other things that the media outlet has reported that many people are not reading. But when I talk about it, people keep asking me, where are you getting this information? Where are you getting this? Where did you get this information? Where can I find this information? Last night, in that video that I did, I told you all the sources, where to find all the information. So now you know where to find that specific information. And whenever I drop another video again and you want to know where I got the information, I'm not going to tell you in that video. I'm going to tell you in another video, maybe a week or two later. But I did say this to you guys. Every week, there are at least 1,000 reports on Cardi B and Stefan Diggs. I told you how to find those reports. I said you just need to Google search Cardi B and Stefan Diggs. You're going to see images, videos, views, click news. Scroll to the bottom. You're going to see about 20 pages or maybe 100, maybe 40. And you just count them and keep scrolling to your right or keep scrolling to your left, whatever device you're using, and you'll see that I'm not exaggerating. There are things being reported that many content creators don't see for some reason and they don't talk about for some reason. But if you think I hate Cardi B, trust and believe I've been sparing her. Because a lot of these things that are coming out, if someone as a content creator should go through them and break them down to you, Anywho, in the next video, we're going to talk about Offset still owing some tax dollars and what Offset did after it was reported that a portion of the tax dollar was paid. Offset is not done with Cardi B, and it is so sad to see, but hey, they were once in love and they could go back to being besties once again. So I'm just going to talk about it, and that's it in my next video. That's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Peace.